This story begins in a place where time did not exist, where there was no earth, no sky, no sound, only the light of Allah and His divine command. One day, Allah Almighty called the angels, tall, majestic angels, clothed in pure, radiant light, stood before Him with complete humility. And Allah said, I am going to place a Khalifa on the earth, a new creation. The angels were astonished. They asked, Oh Allah, will you create a being that will cause corruption and shed blood? Allah replied, I know what you do not know. In that answer lay the secret of all humanity. It is mentioned in the Hadith. Allah commanded Jibreel alayhi salam to descend to the earth and gather soil from its different regions. Jibreel alayhi salam came down to the earth, scooping clay from many places. From some lands he took white soil, from others dark, some soft, some hard. From one spot came a sweet fragrance, from another a rough, dense texture. And from this, Allah showed that humanity would be diverse. Some people gentle, some firm, some calm and sweet-natured, and some sharp or intense. Every temperament, every color, every nature, all were written into that very soil. Allah shaped that soil into a human form, a complete, remarkable, perfectly crafted structure. But there was no life in it yet. It was only a hollow body, slowly drying with time. The wind passed through it, making the clay echo softly, a deep, empty sound. The angels looked upon this new form in awe. What will this become? What kind of being is this? And they watched, silently, as this divine creation waited for the moment of life. And then that moment arrived, the moment the entire universe had been waiting for. Allah breathed His spirit into Adam, alayhi salam. When the soul reached his head, Adam opened his eyes for the very first time. When the soul reached his nose, he drew in a breath, his first breath ever. And as the soul descended through his body, Adam, alayhi salam, tried to stand. He tried to walk, but he fell. And for the first time, the angels witnessed a secret of humanity. A human learns by falling. Adam, alayhi salam, was now alive. Allah taught him knowledge, the names of all things, their realities, their hidden wisdoms. Then Allah commanded the angels, bow down before Adam. And every angel with their radiant, humbled light fell into prostration, except one, Iblees. He said, I am better than him. I was created from fire, and he was created from clay. Those words erased all of his worship, every moment of devotion he had ever offered. And when Allah cast him away from His mercy, Iblis burned with anger and jealousy. He swore an oath, I will mislead humanity. I will deceive them, plant doubt in their hearts, and turn them away from the straight path. And so, the first battle between human beings and Shaitan began. You must remember, Iblis was not always Shaitan. He was a jinn, but because of his years of worship and obedience, he had been raised to a rank alongside the angels. It is said in the narrations that he worshipped Allah for thousands of years. He stood beside the angels, bowed in prostration, whispered tasbih, and constantly begged for Allah's mercy. His knowledge was immense. Among the jinn, he was considered the most devout, the most disciplined, the most intelligent. But deep inside, his worship was built on one hidden flaw, his own sense of greatness. A silent pride was growing in his heart. When he saw the formed body of Adam, alayhi salam, a a spark of jealousy ignited in his heart for the very first time. He thought to himself, "Who is this? Why is he being given a rank equal to mine?" And when Allah bestowed knowledge upon Adam, that jealousy turned into envy. Iblees became certain that this new creation would rise above him in honor. His refusal was not just a refusal to bow. It was the pride buried deep inside his heart, a pride that thousands of years of worship could never wash away. Adam, alayhi salam, the first human, the first prophet, the first soul, the one whom Allah fashioned with his own hands. He granted him knowledge, he honored him, and he gave him the very first step on the journey of this world and the next. The creation of Adam, alayhi salam, is not just a story. It is the foundation of every one of us. We were all created from clay, and because of that, we fall, we learn, and we rise again. This is the true journey of humanity. And this was only the beginning. In the next chapters, we will walk through the gardens of paradise, the place where Adam, alayhi salam, felt peace for the very first time. And then we will witness the fall, the moment that became humanity's very first test. After that, arrival on Earth, the chapter where life revealed its true colors. This entire series will unfold here on Stories That Heal. If you want these stories to touch your heart, to bring healing, to awaken your soul, then be a part of this journey. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an episode. We will meet again in the next chapter with another story, one that just might make your life a little better.